Let me see if I can share this. Can you see if you can go on my new live? Let me share this one. Hello? Okay. Hello? Okay. We had to move to my phone. So sorry. Oh, can you shut that door? Thank you. All right. Technical difficulties 101. I'm back on my phone. Hello, hello. Some of you are messaging me, so and thank you guys for helping me. Thank you, Jason, and everyone who's trying to help me. And let me get the new link out to a few of you. If you're on, let me see if I can access chat somehow, because right now I can't see a live chat. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Okay. Sorry guys, new thing. Sometimes you just have to go for it, you know, and hope for the best. I see there's some people there's one person watching. I cannot see the chat. So I'm trying to see if there's a place I can see the chat. Let me see if I can look at the chat on my computer. One moment. Because I'm trying to see. Okay, Kim, you're texting me, thank you. She can hear me. But I can't see the chat. That's my prob. Dang. Can you guys see the chat? Can you guys see the chat? That's, let me try something else. There's just me looking silly. Okay, I can hear myself. That's good. I hear the echo. Okay, I can hear myself. That's good. I hear the echo. I'm gonna mute that. Okay. Okay, this is so weird. Let me see. Do you guys, if any of you can connect with me anyway, are you able to chat? Okay, there you are. There you are. Okay, I think I'm going to have to look at one screen for the chat and look at here for you guys. Okay, I see Anne. I see Prabhat. Hello, Kimberly. Can you see this? I would like to know. Okay, yes, I got you, Anne. I got you. We're in now. On the previous live, I could see the chat, but there was no sound for you guys, unfortunately. So now I am looking at one screen for the chat and one for you guys. Okay, you guys, we're gonna ground in. We're gonna ground in. I would like to ground us in real quick before I start answering questions in the chat with an oracle card from the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle. So this would be to ground us all in. Thank you for rejoining. Sorry that was a messy mess. I will have to try to figure things out and maybe practice a few things. I see a couple questions rolling in the live chat. Thank you so much. I see you. Pinky, gotcha. Okay. All right. We'll get rolling here, you know? We just have to jump in and fail forward. with apparently with childlike devotion. What a sweet card. Number 50, which I will be next year. You are a multi-talented and complex being. Embrace and love who you are. And I really love this as the overall message because what I had written down, I was going through the astrology before the live, and I just wasn't necessarily connecting in with any of the astrological energies. None of them were really standing out, but what stood out to me was deep and powerful and undeniable self-love, and that kind of container for this live. So we're going to roll with that. And I love that this came up, childlike devotion. There's an innocence factor and an innocence energy that comes into play. And it says you're a multi-dimensional. Oh, I said multi-dimensional. It says multi-talented, but you're also multi-dimensional and you're a complex being. Embrace and love who you are. So we're going to hold that beautiful energy throughout the entire live. Let's get going with some questions here. And I've got Anne up first. You would like to know what message the cards have for me. Okay, so we're just leaving it kind of to the cards and the universe here for your highest and best message. So we need the highest and best message for Anne. I'm using the Wizard's Tarot here. So those of you see in the chat, if you guys can play around a little, there should be like a little heart emoji icon in the bottom right of the chat. You can click on that and like different emojis you can do those. Different emojis will pop up. So see if you can play with those. It'll help make this live go to more people. Also, I don't know what device you're watching on, but you should be able to go to where the description is and give the video a like. Okay, Anne, highest and best messages here. Okay. Anne, the universe is acknowledging here that things have been a little topsy-turvy for you. This is the Three of Swords. I don't necessarily get this is having to do with like a heartbreak or a heartache for you at this time, which is sometimes what we see in the cards, but things feel a little messy. Things feel a little messy. Things feel a little chaotic. Things maybe feel a little out of order for you. That's what is being shown in this particular card. However, you're making some sort of conscious decision. And I feel like this is an embodied decision for you. You got the Eight of Cups. You're ready to leave the chaos behind. Look how these cups here are stacked perfectly, evenly, beautifully on each shelf. There's some sort of course correction that you're doing within yourself that's connected to your heart soul essence. It will probably feel like a shift for you emotionally with this being the cups energy here. But you're walking away from this utter chaos, okay? And you're moving your energy out of that. Now, is this going to happen overnight? Probably not, but you're in a process here of coming into better alignment with yourself. Now, you also get, and I love this card in this deck, the Wizard's Tarot, this 10 of Wands. Look how while the thoughts have been rather large and maybe heavy for this character, they are illuminated. There are different colors here, meaning there are different options. There are different ways for you to go about handling this newfound peace that you're having. You're allowed to contemplate that. You're allowed to just be with those energies, Anne, and you're allowed to let it fill you with more passion. My feeling here is that once these chaotic energies, you've kind of moved yourself, you feel that emotional shift here, I feel like this is an ignition for you. It's going to ignite some sort of passionate energies for you or something in a really cool way, okay? So it's going to be really neat. It's going to be really, really neat for you. The energy feels like it's going from chaotic to much more calm. See, cool message from the universe. I love when we leave it up to the universe because it can be a lot of fun that way. Okay, so I know a couple of you have put questions here, and you say you're moving. Hallelujah. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Okay, so, and hello to everybody that may have joined. I see Pinky 99. You've got a question. Will your husband come back to the marriage? Okay, so I'm going to go with the assumption that you're separated, but not divorced. Possibly because you're saying, will he come back to the marriage? So I'm going to use the Crystal Visions Tarot for you, Pinky. Will Pinky's husband come back to the marriage? Let's see what the energies are looking like here. So Pinky, what I got right off the bat is that this has been an incredibly tough time for you, where it's really called on you to have to pull on all your strength, all your inner strength, to be able to navigate this situation. In this particular card, I do want to draw your attention to the sunflowers here, and the fact that I'm getting a kind of a Leo lion inner strength energy for you here. It's very fiery, very much, it's like a fire where the embers are burning. That's what it feels like inside of you. So you've probably been going through a time where you've had to stay really strong because of this separation. The energies look like there is a possibility for him to come back around. I just don't know if when he does, you will be really welcoming him back with open arms with the Six of Swords here. I actually see you as this figure letting go of this outcome here, of however it's going to go, letting go of maybe expectations around things, around him coming back. Certainly, with the Magician here, the energies are looking to refocus you into your own magic, your own gifts, talents, abilities, passions. There's something that this whole process of you going through this pain, this challenging time, and pulling on all your strength, possibly even recognizing is this the best, even if he does come back. I don't see you necessarily just opening your arms and being like, okay, everything's fine. It seems like there's a lot of work that's going to have to be done, and I'm not sure you're going to be super open to it with this card. This card is about moving on to calmer, more peaceful times. And within that, something is going to be birthed for you. This is the number 1 card of the deck, right after the Fool. Something is coming up for you to become known in your energy field, and possibly for some sort of gifts of yours to immerse if they haven't, or I'm going to say emerge. I didn't mean immerse, but you'll be immersed in them and they will emerge for others to see. It seems very visual to me. So this is very interesting. It could be, Pinky, that eventually you may be helping people who have gone through similar situations as yours because of what you're going through now. And I know that doesn't always feel the most reassuring because you're feeling the pain and you're feeling the struggle now, but the universe has a way of growing us in the direction for our highest and best good if we're open to it, if we remain open to it. So I'm wishing you all the best in that situation because I know that's tough. Okay, I see. Hi, Kim. There's Kim. Okay, great. All right. Thank you, Anne. Everybody make sure you've liked the video if you haven't already. That definitely helps in the old algorithms. Kimberly, okay, we've got Zaralath here next. You could use a reading. How should I seize my new job opportunity to my highest potential? How should I seize my new job opportunity to my highest potential? Good question. Okay, let's look at that. Congratulations on a new job opportunity. It's always nice to have those opportunities. Ooh, interesting. So you got the World card right in the middle. I'm going to start off with that for you because that seems to be marking the end of a cycle, probably with career, job, this change that you're going through. On the one side, on the one hand, it says we have the Seven of Swords. I kind of feel like that's the energy you're moving out of, and that you've collected, you've kind of come away with some knowledge and wisdom that is very important. And you've also let go, maybe something that before you were holding on to relating to the job. I don't know if it was maybe how you were valued, how you were recognized in the job for your efforts. There's something you're definitely letting go of, though, and there's other knowledge and information you're taking into this new situation. Now, the new situation, the Seven of Pentacles. The best way to seize this opportunity is to explore, experiment, nurture. You get to play. I feel this energy of play a little bit more with maybe relationship building, maybe with the actual task that you'll be doing. There at times, maybe times where you are a bit like, okay, you've come away with knowledge and wisdom from before, and this is definitely a change in cycles for you. There may be some times where you're a bit like, I almost want to say bored. Boredom kind of sets in or gets to you. So it's about experimenting and coming up with new and creative ways of doing something or approaching someone in this new job. That is the encouragement here. It kind of feels like there's this almost like a Rubik's Cube when it comes to you seizing this job opportunity. And the Rubik's Cube is like on the final few moves before it gets solved. I don't know if you've ever solved a Rubik's Cube. I have never been able to solve one, but I know some people can. And it seems like just a few clicks more, and this cycle to do with this new job opportunity, you know, it's marking the end of a cycle and a turn into the next one. I still feel movement and change, so it feels like you're in the middle of it, of these different energies there. But I hope that is helpful for you and your new job opportunity. Okay. All right. Now, most of you should be able to comment in the comment section if you've been a subscriber for more than 1 minute. Okay, that's how I have the settings. So the chat sometimes pops up. It depends what device you're on. I know some people are messaging me in other platforms saying, I'm trying to chat. So it will depend what you're on. If you're on your phone or if you're on a laptop, it might pop up in a different place. Sometimes if you open up the video, it will show just a comment section. You have to kind of scroll over to get the live chat. So play around with it a little bit. I think you guys can hear me, but you might not be able to. Okay, now I got Christy commenting. Good, that's good. Okay. All right. Up next, Kim, could you please ask about the possibility of my opportunity to move into a new home that came up today for me? Absolutely, I will look into this possibility. Let's see. Okay, so Kim, possibility and opportunity of moving into a new home. What do the energies look like for Kim, please? Ooh, okay, I like this progression for you. There is the Page of Cups starting us off here for you with this new home opportunity. I feel that this is some place where you could lay down your roots and feel safe. It feels like a new beginning kind of coming out of this, emotionally speaking, and as far as being able to kind of relax. in the energies better, create your space and have it be very serene and fulfilling. That's coming up right there. And I love that. I love that. It feels really you. It feels you because I know you personally. So it feels like you get to be you in your space. All right. Now I'm going to show you the next card, but there's a progression here. So you got the 9 of Swords. This would be it being important for you as you're even tuning into thinking about this new home to really drop the thoughts on it, like the logistics maybe, and really go into your intuition and into your feeling. And also, this could be representing for you that once you are in, here you are, you in your space, feeling good about it, new start, fresh, new, that some of the thoughts, the thought forms, even the communications, or just the buzz in the air, the energetics around where you live now are going to be able to be released and dealt with. So it's almost like there's something in there in the consciousness or even the subconscious that keeps coming up. And when you get this space and the environment shifts, you'll be able to shift whatever it was here that's been constantly kind of plaguing your mind. And then we move into the 9 of Pentacles. Love this. She's got her tiger. She's got 9 pentacles here, and there's building going on, right? There's building. It's a practical world card. You may not feel like it's your end all be all, or it may be in a place where you want to redecorate or do something different to kind of get it in the ideal perfect way for you. But this is a very empowering card. We've got there's a peacock here, which I see as good fortune, good luck, compassion, charming. You've got the tiger, which is power, powerful energy, and it's being built as you go. So some really lovely energies. It's looking good. It's looking good, and it's looking like a space you would be able to really make your own and feel like you in that space. So I hope that helps, Kim. Great question. You guys have some good questions tonight. Okay, Pinky99, you said he's a Leo. Okay, yeah. But the cards that I was feeling, I had a feeling you might say he was a Leo, but I was feeling your energies, your strength. So don't forget that, even if maybe there's something that you'd learned from him about being a Leo, or you could have some Leo energies hidden somewhere, possibly. But I was feeling it as more of your inner strength and where you've had to be really strong. And maybe you've learned some important things from him. Anne says, oh, thank you. I want the chaotic to go and the organized Libra. Yes. And you enjoyed the message. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Anne. So sweet. Okay, so Zaralest says there are waiting moments throughout the shift. Oh, okay, you get that's where I was seeing maybe the boredom for you. You like the chill nature, but also love being productive. Yeah, there might be times where you're like kind of waiting for the next thing. All right, I'm glad it passed the vibe check. That's awesome. Kimberly says, this makes sense. Definitely be a new energetic space for me. Okay, I think I got everybody's questions. Let me check over here. I've got a couple people that were trying to get on. Oh, no. Saw a hello. Okay. Okay, I do have a message from Courtney. Hello, Courtney, if you're watching. If not, I know she'll catch the replay. She wanted, what do the cards have to say for her, much like Anne. So let's do that. Meanwhile, if anyone else has a question, I can see the chat now. I see it going. Make sure, again, I have to do the little Make sure you've liked the video, help it in the algorithms. You got little emojis there. You can put messages in the chat. It's pretty cool. We're learning this together. Some of you have done it. Some of you haven't done it before, right? So I've been on other people's lives where I'm chatting on their lives, but I have never done my own live chat. I've done lives where I've just gone live, not told anybody, and then just published it later. So this is all new. But when we're thinking about that deep, powerful, undeniable self-love, and we're thinking about our dreams and goals and aspirations, I could either wait until I understood every little technical thing perfectly to come on YouTube, or I could just go for it. And I just went for it. And yeah, there were some technical issues in the beginning, but we're back. Yes, Kimberly, I am open to pulling a card for all of us with the full moon eclipse energy. I'm going to be doing that at the end. Yes, I love that. All right, so Courtney, what does Courtney need to know? Highest and best messages for Courtney. Oh, interesting. Loving this. All right, Courtney, so now is a time to be really gentle with yourself. You've got the 5 of Cups. This is a time where maybe you are grieving, maybe you are sad, maybe you are feeling the feels. You're definitely in the feels. Water sign energy here, right? And it's very natural. It doesn't feel to me like a super long lasting energy. It feels like a phase that you're going through to transform some of your emotions. So your sadness and any kind of grief you might be experiencing are being acknowledged here in the cards. Then you get 2 pages, which is fun. And you know, Kim got the Page of Cups. You're getting the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. And what this signifies to me is that in so far as the practical world for you, your home, your environment, where you live, how things are organized around you, your finances, these kinds of things are getting kind of a makeover, a fresh new start here for you with this page. I love that she's playing like a ukulele or a little instrument here. There's probably a more proper name for that instrument. But look at these beautiful ribbons of her dress. She's got a shield here as the pentacle. There's crystals. She's in a tree. Her vantage point is really nice. It's new, it's fresh. She may not see the entire forest through the trees yet, but she's getting there. She's climbing. She's moving up in the physical world financially, feeling good about the home space, feeling like it feels good to move in that space. And then we've got the Page of Wands, and I love this here. She's playing a flute. So we've got more musical energy. Music might be a really nice way for you to move some of these emotions for yourself right now. And here's our dragon. So we have passion, and passion aligned with consciousness here that's coming out. This is a fiery energy. This is possibly a new idea, and I know with your bodywork business, there could be a new idea coming through, something new you're going to try, some sort of new style or technique or something like that. Could be a whole new way or idea that comes through for you for how to market your business. Now, this could also, though, align with passions around relationships. So a redefining, a revisiting, a fresh new look at how you want to connect with others in that deep, more intimate, more passionate way. What are your requirements for feeling safe? What are your requirements for communication and things like that? So you could be in the process of kind of looking at that, even if you're not actively looking for a partner or new friends or something like that. There's a little peek of an opportunity for that coming in for you as a part of everything that you're going through. But I really love that page energy that y'all have got. How cool is that? a lot of times, you know, people think, oh, the pages, they're more inexperienced, they're more novice, but they're also the most curious. It can be true, but we're all beginners at some time at something, and they can represent a new beginning, a new start, or a new way of looking at things, which is really refreshing and nice. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful there. Let me make sure I got all questions answered. All right. I'm just replying there. All right. Would anyone else like to add a question or have another question? Maybe you've asked one, but something else that somebody else asked popped up and reminded you of something. Let me know. Put it down. I wanted to kind of, do I want to use this? I think what I'd like to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull a few cards for us, just in general, us here on the live, maybe. People here on the live, I'm seeing 6 of you on right now. So, and not that other people can't receive this too, but this is the journey to the, no, this is the, it's one of my masculine feminine decks. This is the divine feminine and masculine reunited. So let's get one message for those of us. Oh, now 8 people are watching live. So more people coming in for this one. That's beautiful. I love it. Okay. I'm pulling a message for those of us who are on the live right now. Ooh, I like this. We got Athena, the goddess of wisdom. So those of you that are listening, the energy that I'm getting from all of you is a real purity surrounding the knowledge and wisdom that you've gained. So wisdom being like the embodiment of knowledge. This is very much what I would call a high priestess kind of feeling or vibe here. It's connected with the number 4, which is also a number of stability, giving me that sense of innocence, stability, purity in our wisdom, in how we've embodied what we know. So knowledge is one thing, right? When we think about the left brain and just logic and knowledge and just being able to memorize things and all that, like we were taught in school and whatnot. And then there's wisdom. Wisdom is actually being able to sort through all that information and then go into ourselves and apply the useful part of the knowledge and information, right? So it's not necessarily having like the best trivial pursuit answer or whatever. It's not about always being right. It's about really embodying that sense of, I know when to speak and not to speak. I know when to hold my tongue, and I also know when to speak up and say something. I have good boundaries around this. I have healthy boundaries. I'm protective of my energy through the things I've learned. I'm protective of my own energy, and I find it to be very sacred. There's a sacred kind of feeling here. And there is a white owl in the background here, which is often connected with Athena and often seen as a symbol of wisdom. We also have a bit of a, where you can barely see it, but it's like a face on a shield here. And it really is reminding me of kind of the green man or the green woman kind of effect, and being in connection with nature. So having that wisdom that it supersedes man's world, if you will, and it goes more into a natural embodied wisdom where your actual energy and the frequencies that you're operating on are more in line with natural and cosmic law and more embodied within you. So that is a really cool message for those of you who've been on here. I love that one. All right. Okay, Christy's on. Hi, Christy. Would love to get a feel for the energy of October. And hello, Sandy Amaral. Hello. Very nice to meet you too. Thank you for joining. Feel free to drop a question in the comments here because we're still going. Christy would like to get a feel for the energy of October. Okay, so I've been waiting to use this Tarot de la Nuit kind of cards. They're kind of shadowy, a little darker, but let's see what those give us, because I think October, I always think of, Halloween and all that fun stuff. So looking for the feel of the energy of October. Good question, Christy. Woo! And big energies coming through. All right. So these cards are really cool too. They have really cool images. So first up, we got the Death card. The Death card. Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio energy. Christy's got the Scorpio energy. Courtney's got the Scorpio energy. I know a couple of you. I've got the Scorpio North Node energy going on here. So, but also I'm actually picking up that for those of you who are quite sensitive to the other side, messages in the veil is going to be very thin. So a lot more messages are going to be coming through. Ones that are really undeniable, that you're really confident about. The times where you're really going to have the most success hearing those messages are the times where you're taking action on the theme of this entire live, which was deep, powerful, undeniable self-love. That's when you're going to be able to hear those messages. I think a lot of the messages coming through in October for you, Christy, and for anyone who would like to receive this are going to be very specific, very personal, and very, like I said, undeniable. So you will know where it's coming from. A lot of the whatever you want to call them, vibes, downloads, whatever you call them for you, messages, intuitions, these things are going to be really connected to your greater being. So some of the messages may not seem like they come from outside of you, but something rises from your inner knowing. It feels, and this is Scorpio, it feels very serious, very intense, very serious, mysterious even, right? It's got all the Scorpio energies. What's really nice about this, and you're saying you've had crazy headaches the last few days. Yes, me too. Me too, as well. We got the Justice card here. I really like seeing this. This is Libra energy, bringing maybe some things into balance for us. Let me try to scooch this so I can get the glare of the screen. You have my candle glare. Sorry about that. I have to have a candle going. I love that she's wearing red, because the balance coming for you in October is really deep and rooted energy. Again, I'm deep in I'm kind of in the Scorpio energies now. So Libra's here too, bringing a lot of that intensity into balance. There are going to be times where it feels pretty intense though, or where you're really having some experiences. So everyone who's listening, whether live or replay, be sure you have a buddy or somebody you can DM me. You can DM me on Instagram or wherever we connect. To talk through these things with, because these are really powerful energies. So we have two major arcana cards, Death and Justice. Also for some, and this could be for you, Christy, too, where something that you've been curious about becomes really clear. And it's not that you didn't know about it already. I feel like you have some level of knowing about it, but it comes into a sharper image, if that makes sense. So it's like something being real blurry, or the energy of something being blurry, and it's going to come into like a much greater focus for you with that Justice card being here. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. She's also wearing red. So this is energy that's really going to root for you and root in your greater being, right? The Knight of Pentacles. I love this. She kind of looks like Daenerys Targaryen here, but she's holding, she looks like the Grim Reaper too. There's a little bit of this. And I think this is her actually taking some sort of action, probably not like, not a knee-jerk reaction kind of thing. This feels like a slower, rooted, more embodied kind of action that she's going to take to cut away something that no longer serves her through receiving these messages specifically in October. So might want to keep a little journal for October, and each day as you get these connections, these downloads, these energies, really write them down, remember them, talk them through with someone who gets it, who understands, because it seems like it's part of a greater transformation that actually is leading to some sort of action. Again, it seems not the quickest, fastest action, or making like some sort of like where you're rushed into a decision. This feels slower and more rooted. So really a good opportunity. I'm also seeing really dark, like fertile soil, right? Like really dark, nutrient rich, fungal dominated, deep, dark soil. So for that may be a gardening thing for you, Christy. I'm not sure, but I'm seeing that could be important during the month of October for you. She says, what, I'm not intense. LOL. I know, right? I mean, and to Scorpios around other Scorpios, they're like, oh, we're not intense. We're not that, whatever. But like when you're not a Scorpio, or you transition into dealing with the energy sometime in your life through your through your chart, it can be a little like, whoa, this is going super deep here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. You said bring it on. I love it, with open arms. Okay, if anyone else would like to ask a question, go ahead and drop it in the YouTube chat there so I can see it. I can also see, I know a couple of you were kind of messaging me on Instagram. I could see that over here too, so that kind of helps. I'll have to get the sound thing figured out for next time, but if anyone else has a question, you can drop it in there. I'm going to go ahead, since we're getting kind of close to time. I know we started a little late, and I want to do the full moon eclipse energy. I'm interested how many of you saw the eclipse. Did you have any connection to it? Did you feel it, see it? Was there any kind of emotions that came up? Drop it in the chat for me if you had any of that come up. I know I saw it, like it was a little partial from my vantage point. It was a little partial lunar eclipse. And the energy to me felt, I kind of felt the energy of a pause. And I don't know what that means, except for me that I have had trouble like really calming, even during times when I'm just by myself and I have no other distractions around. I'm having trouble really getting into just that being energy, that pause energy. So I think that's kind of the message it had for me, but I'd be interested to hear what others of you have felt around that energy. And also wanted to mention, so for those of you, I know not everybody on here is going to be in the Kansas City area, but if you are, I'm still offering those closure sessions in person, and they're a nice little way to really treat yourself and help you move yourself through something big. It's been important to me to connect with some people in person. So if that is something you're interested in, they're $177. I'm only going to be offering them through the end of the year. And then I have a lot of new stuff coming that is going to be so exciting and so fun, but we're kind of transitioning. But it's so nice to get in person sometimes, when we can. And Kimberly has done a session with me. It was amazing to see her in person and to have that real tangible. I know we don't always get that online in our online communities, but if you're in Kansas City or going to be in Kansas City before the end of the year, hit me up and we'll figure something out. Several of you have asked about donations. So on YouTube here, I'm not yet monetized. I have the number of subscribers, but I need the public watch hours. So there's these different qualifications. So I don't think from here any of you can make donations on the YouTube live. That will become a possibility when I get monetized, which is cool because it has like a little sticker and you can select the amount and it's really sweet and it shows and everybody can see and it's really fun, right? But for now, in the description, I will have links to my personal readings, connecting with me. My email is there, my ways to make donations if you're interested. I have a couple different links there. And I added an Amazon wish list with, it's literally my Oracle and Tarot card wish list because yes, I have a problem. Yes, I am obsessed. And so if anybody wants to donate that way, and then since it's Amazon, you can send a little gift note with it. Just put your name on there and then I'll dedicate a reading to you and use the new decks, or I'll dedicate a whole series of readings to y'all with whatever you thought. There's a whole bunch of different ones on there. So that's another fun way to support for those of you that wanted to. Okay, shall we get into, hi Rodney. Rodney just got home, so he's probably just listening. Hey, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. All right, thanks for joining. I had a lot of technical difficulty at the beginning. We were trying to work out, so I had to switch to my phone. So at least I know I can get sound and video on my phone. I was trying to do it on my laptop. We'll have to figure that out later. So don't know what was going on there. But okay, Kimberly, all about pulling a card for all of us with the full moon and eclipse energy. Okay, so I'm going to use this deck called the Illuminated Earth Oracle that Jason got me. Thank you, babe. He's had access to my wish list before, and this was one of the ones on there. And I think we actually found this on Etsy. I'm not sure if you can find it even on Amazon. Etsy is another place sometimes you can find older decks that aren't published anymore. Sometimes even eBay or like thrift books and stuff, for those of you that like decks and like playing around. Okay. A card for all of us with the full moon and eclipse energy. Oh, I'm going to pull another one. I like this one, but I want another one. It's kind of feeling like maybe two. So I think we have two kind of energies running through here that need to hear something. So what's the other one? Okay, well, these kind of go together. So we got productivity. So I know like that came up for Zaralath, right, with his job and feeling productive and, not wanting to be bored. Productivity. But I also want to speak to this because the other card that came up was responsibility. And some of us, I'm not saying this is all of you, but sometimes we may keep ourselves busy, busy work and busy doing stuff that isn't really taking us to where we want to go. Now, sometimes we have to do the laundry and the dishes and everything, and we can employ certain things that make that fun, right? And we can have a little fun with that. And so we got to be productive. Otherwise, we'll have a messy house. We won't have our clothes to wear and that kind of thing. But this is a deeper level of productivity that has to do with aligning it with our responsibilities to ourselves, to the world, like what our specific thing is to share with the world. So are the things that we're busying ourselves with actually aligned with our responsibility in the world, what we're responsible to share here, what we're responsible to do here and put out into the world? And I love this card, how we have, again, the deer. We had the stag energy in the Ten of Wands for Anne, remember at the beginning. And here are the stag energies again. We have the deer. And we have, responsibility. It doesn't necessarily mean it's always the boldest and the brightest thing, right? And eclipse energy kind of helps us with that. To me, this was more of a pause, a gentle, where maybe good idea to reflect on, are the things you're doing really helping you with your greater purpose in the world here? And I know some of you are feeling that. I know Some of you have been with me for a while. Like you've seen me on this journey when I was doing very different things, like back in 2012 when we thought the world was going to change and and so forth. And we had these kind of experiences together, of these phases. And a lot of you, I've been talking about being on YouTube and starting a channel for quite some time, and I finally did it. I knew it was my responsibility to take up the reins and that the things I did needed to be in alignment and moving me toward that. And now I'm in another phase of that, which is getting some things prepared through my website so that it is seamless and user friendly and the communications are flowing with really cool newsletters and all of that stuff. And it's hard for me. It is hard for me. It's like, but it's not. It's all up here. It's all in the mind. And so sometimes what I do, I am guilty of going and like, I'll do anything but setting up that newsletter list or anything but that thing. But I'll be productive so I can feel good about myself. But does it really feed into what I need to be responsible for the betterment of my own life and my actual purpose in the world? No, not always, you know? And so it's really about carving out that time, about getting clear on these things. So, wow, really powerful lesson for the eclipse. And yes, focused on soul purpose. Absolutely, Rodney. Absolutely. And if you guys have any other suggestions for what you'd like to see in these lives, these are something I'm doing every other Sunday at 7 p.m. Central. I know it's football season and some of you are into that, but the replay will always be available. And it would love to see you here and interacting again. This next week, starting tomorrow, I'm putting out the October 1st through the 15th videos. It starts tomorrow with Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, so look for those. And then on Tuesday will be the air signs next, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. On Wednesday will be those fire signs, firing it up with Saggy and Leo and Aries. And then on Thursday, the earth signs, they kind of ground us in at the end, right? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So be sure to check those out. I'm really contemplating switching up kind of my calendar with the videos, because right now I do a first half of the month, a second half of the month, and then a monthly. And the monthly is where I kind of have fun with the theme. But I'm thinking about doing three, like the first third of the month, second third, and then the third. I don't know. We're gonna see though, because it kind of feels like maybe that's kind of the natural next step for the channel, along with moving the lives over here. So you guys let me know what you like and tell me what you think. And you can do it here. You could do it via Facebook or Instagram. Send me a message. I really enjoyed seeing you all. Sorry for the late start and the just picture of me with no sound and the adjustment to the new live. I'm glad you guys were able to find it and shift over, and I appreciate it. We'll hopefully get that. Yes, I am doing Halloween stuff, Christy. Yes, I have to, because I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. So I will be doing Halloween stuff. You bet, 100%. So I have some ideas for that for October, but since, we're about a week away, that's on down on my planning map. But yes, I had some fun ideas for that. I don't know how I'm going to execute them yet, but I definitely have a couple of really cool Halloween decks that I want to use. And I think it'd be a really cool time to look into things like that. So thank you all so much for joining. I'm going to go ahead and end, and I will see you in a couple of weeks. Everybody have a lovely evening or day whenever this catches you. Take care.